Salute. Peace and power. Shalom. Assalamu alaikum. Thanks for everybody for tapping in. I appreciate your time, effort, energy. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you tap in. Memberships are available. Listen up. Life is not short. Wasting time. Life is not short. Wasting time. Dress for success, not to impress. Dress for success, not to impress. Give thanks so you could be thankful. Give thanks so you could be thankful. Stay blessed so you ain't got to worry about stress, being caught up in mess. Stay blessed so you ain't got to be stressed and be caught up in mess. The less you talk to other people, the more you'll be more comfortable with yourself. Not comfortable in life, comfortable with yourself, comfortable with who you are, comfortable with who you're becoming, comfortable with where you're going to go and where you're going to get to. See, when you stop dealing with and talking to other people, you start to look in the reality mirror every day and see yourself. See, the reason how come you don't see yourself, because you're looking for other people to see you. You're looking for other people to define you. Ain't no need for that. Ain't no need for that. Only way you're going to define you is when you find you. The only way you're going to define you is when you find you. See, you can't look for meaning for meaningless things and meaningless people. Stop prioritizing yourself when people don't make you a priority. Don't feed yourself because people starving you. Don't educate yourself because people say you're ignorant. See, my point is that don't do something to go against. See, people like to rebel. And what they start to do is they start to rebel against themselves because they start to fight with others. And I had to learn that the hard way. I stopped fighting with others because I was fighting against myself. So what I had to learn how to do was fight me. So I stopped fighting against myself. I know when to tell myself no. Yeah, stop, go, relax, rest, eat, work out. Don't watch TV. Don't pay attention to social media. But see, when you deal with other things and other people, you don't know when to tell yourself that. You don't know how to tell yourself that. Because it's like, I got to get back to this Instagram notification. I got to get back to this Facebook message. Now I'm saying, they think I'm a bum. They think I'm broke. All right, watch when I get my taxes back. I'm going to buy this. Watch when I get this money. I'm going to buy this type of car. I'm going to put rims on my car. What? They said my girl ugly. They said my man out of shape. Whatever it is, see? You're fighting with others. But more importantly, you're fighting against yourself. You have to fight against yourself so you can stop fighting against yourself. Start fighting for yourself. And then you can stop fighting against yourself. Start fighting for yourself so you can stop fighting against yourself. See, I had to learn that. I had to learn that. So now, when I start to make the conversion, people tell me, oh, you think you this, you think you that. And I'll say things like, nothing. Or when I do respond, I'll say, okay, did I tell you I think that? Or that's what you think. See how you consume the time on what you think about me? Now, put that same energy to what you think about yourself. I don't think nothing about you. I think about me. I focus on me. Because if I'm thinking about you, how am I thinking about me? If I'm thinking about you, how can I think about me? I don't care who don't want the best for me, because I do. See, people want from you, not for you. But see, for those people that want from you and not for you, it will be relevant. Because as long as you want for you, you ain't got to worry about what people want from you. Because regardless, you're going to always want the best for you. And when you start to get the best for you, people start to learn they can't get nothing from you. And they're going to say, oh, you selfish. Oh, you've been that way. You've been all for yourself. See, I'm selfless, not selfish. I'm a good person, not a nice person. See, it's a difference. Because the nice people finish last. I'm a good person. Good spirit, good heart, good mentality, good to have a conversation with. But ain't nothing nice. Ain't nothing nice, though. Ain't nothing nice. Because I'm going to finish last. But everything I do, I'm going to make sure I'm good so it could be great. And then when it become great, I could be grateful, full of greatness. I'm going to display thanks so I could be thankful. So when you start to get to that point, you'll notice people going to whisper when you walk by. People going to say things to get a response or a reaction. And the less you say, you'll do more because you got nothing to say. See, I know people talk about me, family, so-called friends, so-called co-workers. I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at them. It's nothing to be mad at. Obviously, I'm doing something right because I'm the topic of their conversation. See, I had to learn this. When you're doing nothing, people gonna say, man, you ain't doing nothing, I ain't even worried about you. But when you start to do something, they're gonna say, oh, you think he better, or she thinks she better, or they think they know more. Or now they want to make it seem like they sophisticated now because they changed up their wardrobe, or they lost weight, or they got a better car, or they got a house now. So they looking down on people. I look down on the old B, and I'm looking up at the new B. See, they not looking down or up. They're paying attention to what's around them. I'm unable to do that. What's around me is just there because I'm coming and going. I got to get to where I got to get to. When I'm going to shopping for groceries, people going to be around me. That ain't got nothing to do with the items I'm looking to grab as I'm shopping. It's going to be people in the produce section when I'm going to pick up lettuce, tomato. Okay. It's going to be people in the meat department when I'm going to pick up chicken, turkey, steak. So, and I got to pick up what I'm picking up. So I got to come and go. But for me to pay attention to the sideline, that's myself being weak and being distracted by the sideline. See, I had to learn how to learn. So when I started to pay attention to athletes, for example, I only paid attention to their focusedness. Like that. Okay, it's 40,000 people screaming at them, yelling at them, along with the other players on the other team. They still focus enough to score that touchdown, or to make a shot, or to get the rebound, or to run those plays, or to execute the game plan. See, that's what I'm paying attention to. Not the actual game. No, how they focus within the game. That's what I took from that. Okay, all right, they focus. So I pay attention to the most focused things in people. So I can say, okay, all right, that's how you maintain the focus. That's why I'm thankful what my grandfather taught me. He used to say, it's not What people call you or what people say about you is what you respond to. Because I remember being younger, being a kid, or being a young adult. Somebody said something to me, and I reacted and responded. My grandma was like, "Why you worried about that? You responded to that? Why? Why you respond to that? Yo, don't let that happen to you. You ain't gonna get far in life. The ego is fragile. Get over it. Leave your ego alone. It's only yours. People gonna criticize it. So what? It goes with you. When you get up and go, it's gonna be with you. However, what's relevant though, same way your ego with you, your mind is with you. Your spirit is with you. Your soul is with you. Let those things supersede your ego and your pride. Your brain is the strongest vessel in your body. Your soul and your spirit have to be connected. Therefore, now your mind won't deceive you no more. When somebody tell you what you're not, or what you ain't, or what you don't have, or what you can't do, you won't even pay it no mind. Because the things that they may be telling you don't have, you can't get, you're probably not even looking to achieve those things. Somebody can say, man, you ain't gonna never have no money. To them, money could be $1 billion. To you, money could be 100,000. Somebody can say, man, you ain't gonna never have a place to live. A place to live for you, to you, could be a barn. Could be a cardboard box. A place to them could be a mansion with 700 rooms. And when I started to pay attention, I'm like, man, I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about it. People told me, yo, you're too short to make the basketball team. Then when I made the basketball team, oh, you ain't good enough. But I was told I was too short to make the team. Now that I'm on the team, I ain't good enough. Now that I'm on the team, oh, you won't be a starter. See how they keep moving the goalposts? They keep moving. You where you at with it. Okay, you on the team, but you ain't gonna be no starter. You on the team, you ain't gonna be able to get no playing time. Tell yo, you can't be in a relationship for 5 years. Now you're in a relationship for 5. Oh no, I'm saying, but your girl ugly. So it's like, see, every time you worry about someone else's measuring stick, you stop paying attention to your own goals and aspirations. Don't let nobody do that. Nobody, nowhere. Where I'm at now, I say wise warriors, okay? But I got levels. As wise warriors, I have jungle survivors that I'm gonna start talking to. People that's above, and it's not taking anything away from the wise warriors, but it's levels. So the first level is wise warriors. The next level is jungle survivors. The next level is peace warrior. So now, once you elevate from being a wise warrior, you got to make it through the jungle. Because now you're wise enough to know the next steps. You got to make it through the jungle now. You got to survive the safari in the wilderness. So now you made it through every aspect of the world. It's one thing to make it through society and the streets. Okay, that's that. But now you got to make it through the safari and the jungle and the wilderness. That's not the streets. That's not society. That's the first part of it. But now, once you got to make it through the jungle and the safari, you got to learn how to hunt. Survival skills. Because if you could make it through the jungle, you could actually say peace to the world. Because now you're going to see the world from a different level, from a different perspective. You're going to have love for everything and everybody. It's just everybody won't have love for you. And you're going to accept that. You're going to live with that. And it's not going to bother you any longer. That's why I say peace world. That's why I say that. Because that's where I'm at. See, it's like this. Some people will say, don't be cruel to animals. But they'll turn right back and go to the zoo. Or they'll turn right back and go to the aquarium. See, that's what I mean. That's why I say peace world. Because I'm above that. I'm above that. I'm not mad at those people. I don't have no discrepancies. I just analyze it for what it's worth. I just analyze it for what it's worth. If you don't want to see animals harmed, Zoos, aquariums shouldn't be open. And the same way people protest, people getting hurt, people getting shot, stabbed, people crying about hunger, poverty, rent prices, gas prices. That's a problem too. Because those animals didn't ask to be taken from their habitat and placed at SeaWorld, or placed in the aquarium, or placed in a zoo. They can reproduce just like we can. They got families they got to raise just like we do. The communication level is different. But if you raise an animal, you know you can communicate with your animal. You can tell your dog, sit down, lay down. They're going to listen. But the way that they communicate with us is different. But they still matter. They still got a heart. They still got a brain. That's why I say peace world, because I want to see everything happy. Everyone happy, because I get it. I get it. I get it. That's why I don't worry about what people say. I look at what people do. I analyze behavior. See, because words don't bother me, because my grandfather also told me that sticks and stones break bones. Words should never hurt me. Words don't lift me up or put me down. They don't. Because people have said things to me, and it's like, all right, I'm thankful I went through that to see where I really stood in their life. I'm thankful that that happened. See, the old me, before I wasn't looking down at me, looking up at the new me, I just was looking around. I'm like, damn, they said that, and I would say something back. I ain't nothing to say back. People gonna call me whatever, no problem. See, the thing is, when they call the things that they saying to me, how they gonna respond? That's the thing. That's the thing. How they gonna respond? That's what I'm paying attention to. How they gonna respond to it? See, so for me, everything that I experience, I'm thankful for it. I appreciate the pain. It's a blessing. I appreciate the pain. It's a blessing. That's why I said, learn to listen, listen to learn. See, I have to learn things. And when you start to learn, you appreciate it. See, people don't appreciate things that they didn't earn. It's like this. You spending your money, people don't care what they buy. You say, yo, come on, I'm gonna take everybody to dinner. Of course they're gonna buy the most expensive things because you gotta pay for it. Of course people don't care about you coming to pick them up in your car. You gotta pay for the gas. You gotta worry about the transmission. You gotta worry about the muffler. You gotta worry about the motor. It ain't their car. But see, when they the one that gotta foot the bill, they the one that gotta put in the work, they the one that gotta do the labor, they're evaluated differently. So people can say all day, ain't nobody perfect. But when they look at you, they criticize you, they know you ain't perfect, but they still criticize. That's why I don't criticize people. I analyze things. I express things, but I'm not criticizing anyone or anything. And you're gonna get people in your life that's gonna nitpick. See, when they nitpick, that's like seeing a little piece of lint on someone's outfit and say, man, you dirty. They see that little piece of lint, like, man, you dirty. Instead of saying, yo, man, nice outfit. And they'll wipe the lint off, or they'll take the little lint off your shirt, or your sweater, or your suit, or your blazer, or your coat, or your jeans. They'll nitpick. They'll find the littlest thing just to say something. And let them. You should be thrilled that they said that, because it shows you the level of effect that you have in their life. See, a lot of people stand. so they fall for anything. A lot of people stand for nothing, so they fall for anything. See me, purpose, journey, path. I know my life journey now. I'm going down that path. It's going to be a bunch of things when I go down that path. It's going to be monkeys, gorillas, baboons, hyenas, wolves, lions, elephants, giraffes. That's just the land part, but you also got the sea and the water element of this. So you got mammals as well. It's going to be sharks, whales, dolphins, sea lions, seals, eels, dolphins, alligators, crocodiles. And you know what? I know they're going to be there. I ain't worried about it. I'm going to navigate my way through it. But I'm not going to navigate my way through it. I'm like, damn, too many lions, too many wolves, too many this. They're going to be there. That's their habitat. I'm just passing through. That's their habitat. I'm just passing through. See, the thing that I like though, how long can they survive in my habitat? See, that's the thing. I know how to make it through their habitat. I ain't saying I'm going to survive. I'm going to make it through. That's what's make me a jungle survivor, because I know how to pass through. I'm not looking to just be in their habitat and take over and look to rule these lions and look to rule these cheetahs and these bears and the elephants. Nah, it's passing through. It's passing through. I know how to survive. If I have to be in the jungle or the wilderness for a week or for a month or for a year or for a day, I know how to survive without exposing myself and without posing a threat to the things that gotta live there and stay there and be there. That makes me jungle survivor. Because they don't care. When it's time to eat, they're gonna eat. When it's time to hunt, they're gonna hunt. What I'm gonna do, eat or get ate. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. That's why I don't play the pack of sheep. Because when the wolves come, ain't no sheep gonna tell you, here come the wolves. They're gonna run. And if you're not paying attention, you're gonna get ate. See, it's a reason why, after a while, you see the lone wolf not with the pack. Because the lone wolf, like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it's cool the way that we all can hunt in the pack and eat. But I ain't getting full. I'm getting scraps because everybody gotta eat. So that lone wolf learned how to hunt on their own so they could eat and get full. And now, they ain't gotta worry about going hunt with everybody else. So now, when they go hunting, nobody see them coming. Nobody prepared. Because they ain't howling or nothing. They go eat. Because they know now they by themselves. They don't want to get eaten. It's like when a hurricane comes. They don't say, you know what, nah, they good people right there. They always pay their mortgage. They always pay their water bill. You know what? We ain't gonna hit their house. We gonna hit the next house. Hurricane don't care. Tornado don't care. It's a storm. It don't care. That's why I don't pay attention to nationality. Because no matter your nationality, if a hurricane hit your house and somebody said, yo, oh, there goes some money to donate. You ain't gonna say, I don't want it for them because they Jewish. I don't want it for them because they black. I don't want it for them because they Asian. You're gonna take it because you ain't got no house no more. You don't got no home no more. You ain't got nowhere to stay no more. You're gonna accept it. Because what happened was catastrophic. The nationality got nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with it. I need a lung or a liver or a kidney. I don't care who gives it to me. As long as it's the right blood type, I need that. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm not gonna say, I only want it from a black person. I only want it from a Spanish person. I only want it from a Jew. I need it from whoever willing to give it and it matches my blood type. That's what's going on. So that's how come I operate. And my mentality is the way it is. Because I was way down in the bottom of the ocean. And I wasn't mad that nobody threw me a life raft. But when I had to swim amongst the sharks and swim amongst the orcas. And then when I got a little more up there, closer to the top of the ocean, I started to see dolphins and seals and stingrays. And I'm like, oh, damn, the shark ain't do nothing. Oh, the whale ain't do nothing. Because I wasn't posing on that. I was just trying to get back to the top. Because I know that's not my habitat. And I climbed my way up out of there. And then when I got up out of there, I didn't say, damn, that water was cold. Oh, that water was freezing. Damn, y'all seen all them boats. I seen yachts. I seen cruise ships. I seen sailors. I seen fishermen. I said, damn, they ain't helped me. I got out the water. They ain't complain about the temperature. They said, oh, there go a mountain. I started climbing. And when I started to climb, I started to look back down like, man, I know I came from that. I don't want to be back in that no more. And that's the old me looking at the new me. Stay focused, guys. Stay focused. Pay attention. Learn to listen. Listen to learn. Self-respect, self-control, self-awareness, self-discipline. Get in the comments and let me know. If you interested in me doing a lot more videos like this, get in the comment section. Let me know. You want these videos to be as long as this one was? Let me know. Also, memberships are available. The Cash App, New Legend 77. The Cash App, New Legend 77. And don't forget, guys, don't forget, memberships are available. All right? Till next time, to all my wise warriors, jungle survivors. Peace, world.